Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video for you on some of the new Makeup Geek products that I have recently received. And I was contacted by Makeup Geek and they did ask if they could send me some of these products, and I willingly said yes because I honestly have purchased so many things from them and I was so grateful that they would reach out to me and ask if I would be willing to check out some more of their products. So I jumped on the opportunity and I ended up getting 12 more eyeshadows. And I also got 5 of their pigments and 2 of their gel liners, which these I have not tried yet. So I'm going to be just showing you all of the things that I got, and I will also have a corresponding blog post that will have swatches of everything and my thoughts about everything. So I will definitely have that link down below so you guys can check that out. So if you'd like to see what I have recently got from Makeup Geek, then please keep on watching. Alright, so the first things that I'm going to show you are the eyeshadows that I received. And I was able to choose 12 of their eyeshadows. And I already have a ton of their eyeshadows already, so it was a little bit difficult to pick out ones that I didn't have. But I was able to manage and get these ones here. So I wanted to get some more kind of neutral colors. I wanted to get some more purples and a couple pinks, and also some of the blues that they have. So this first one here is called Bling, and this is just a very pretty kind of shimmery neutral color. So that's what it looks like there, and I will swatch that out for you. So this is what it looks like here, and it's kind of more of a satin finish. It's really not super shimmery, but it has just enough to add a little bit of a shine to any look. The next one that I have here is Beaches and Cream, and this is just kind of like a more neutrally, sort of slightly orangey tinted shadow. I will compare it to Peach Smoothie. So you can definitely see that it's more neutral than Peach Smoothie is. It doesn't have that strong of a peach undertone, but it has a hint of orange in it, which I kind of like, and a little bit of warmth. So this is what it looks like here. Again, like I said, it's just very neutral, and it's almost identical to my skin tone, so it's a little bit hard to show you a swatch of it. But this is what it looks like here. So you can kind of see next to this first one here, it's definitely more warmer toned. The next one that I have is Creme Brulee, and this is one of my favorites. It's actually pretty similar to MAC's Cork eyeshadow. It's just another nice kind of warm neutral brown. So that's a swatch of it there, and that's what it looks like there swatched out. So as you can see, it's very warm, and I like to use this to blend out the crease area and use it kind of as a transition color as well. The next kind of more neutrally brown one is called Hipster, and this is a bit more of a taupe. And this is what it looks like here. And I like this one because it's definitely more of like a cooler toned taupey brown. I think that it's really pretty, and it would look nice kind of all over the lid and smoked out. I think that would look really nice with this eyeshadow. So the next one here is called Taupe Notch, and this is kind of a taupey brown eyeshadow, and it's much darker than Hipster is. So this is the difference between the two taupes. This one is definitely more of like a deeper brown, and this one is more of like a grayed brown sort of. So those are the two taupe shadows that I ended up getting. And the last matte brown is Latte, and this one is just a simple matte brown. And that's what it looks like there. And I will swatch that next to Makeup Geek's Mocha, which is a little bit darker. So as you can see, those are the differences between the two. And this one right here is Latte. So as you can see, it's a very warm, kind of deeper brown. And again, next to Mocha, you can see the difference between the two. Alright, so now we'll move on to kind of the more pinks and purples. So this next one here is Cinderella, and this one's just kind of a very pretty kind of satin light pink. And I like this one because it's not like a super bright pink. I'm not huge into pink eyeshadows. But this one is just very pretty, and I think it's kind of flattering. It has sort of like a rosy undertone to it, which I really like. The next one is more of a matte, and this one is called Cupcake. And this is a deeper kind of rose matte pink. And it has a little hint of purple in it to me. Not too much, it's definitely more rosy, but that's it there. The next one that I have is called Last Dance, and this one is very pretty. It's another kind of satin finish, and it's a deeper purple. And that's what that one looks like there. I really like that eyeshadow a lot, and it would be perfect for a purple smoky eye. And then the last one is one of my favorites, and this one is called Drama Queen, and I actually used this in my most recent Makeup Geek tutorial, which I will link down below for you guys. But this one is a very deep dark purple, and again, it's kind of more of a satin finish. So you can see just how dark that is. It's fantastic, and they're so pigmented. So that's what it looks like there. And the last two shadows that I'm going to show you are the blues. And the first one is Nautica, and this is just a very pretty true blue. Again, this is kind of more of a satin finish, and that's what it looks like there. It's super pigmented and it's bright without being bright, if you know what I mean. Kind of the satin finish gives it a brightness to it, but it's not overwhelming, that you can kind of use it as a smokier shadow. And the last one is Mermaid, and this is another one of my favorites. It's just a very pretty kind of blue-green teal color. And again, it's a satin. So that's what it looks like there. And that's what that one looks like swatched out. It's just very, very pretty. So next we're going to go over the pigments that I was able to pick out. And I got 4 that were kind of more on the lighter side and 1 that was more of a darker, kind of more unique pigment. So we'll start off with that one, and this one is called Paparazzi. And this one is very widely talked about on YouTube, and this is a very pretty kind of slate gray with kind of a black undertone to it. And it has tons and tons of sparkle. Like, you can see just how absolutely crazy that is. I'm very excited to use this in a tutorial. And that's a swatch of it out. So you can definitely see more of the black once it's actually blended out. But when you pack it on, it's just so sparkly and shimmery. It's just absolutely crazy. It's a beautiful pigment. And again, the only downside to the pigments right now, and I think that they're actually being reformulated and the packaging is being redone, is that there aren't any sifters. So that's kind of the only bummer for me, because it's just kind of a pain. It makes it a little bit messy. I mean, it's not a huge deal for me. Like, I can get over it. It's really not that bad, but it would just be a lot easier and cleaner if they had sifters in the jars. Alright, so the next one I'm going to show you is Nightlife. And this one is just a very pretty, kind of more rosy, coppery pigment. And that's what it looks like there. And I really like that one. It's definitely a kind of more copper brown, and I just think that it's very pretty. And again, this would look really nice as an all-over lid color for the summer. Alright, next we have Afterglow, and I actually have this one on today on my lower lash line. And this is just a very pretty, kind of goldy, more neutrally shadow. Definitely has that champagne hint to it as well. And you can see it there, so it definitely is kind of a more champagne-y gold neutral. It's very, very pretty, and that's what it looks like there. Next we have Sweet Dreams, which is kind of also on the lines of the last one, Afterglow. This one is a bit more matte, and it doesn't have as much shimmer and sparkle, but it's definitely another pretty kind of neutrally skin tone color, and that's what it looks like there. And it definitely has that satin sheen to it, but it's just not as sparkly as the other ones. So you can see it there. It's definitely a very pretty neutral highlight color. And I think this would look really nice too, kind of along the cheekbones and down the bridge of the nose. And the last one is definitely one of my favorites, and this one is called New Year's Eve. And I also use this in that same tutorial that I will link down below. And it's just a very pretty, kind of like champagne-y pigment with tons and tons of gold glitter in it. I really hope that you guys can see it. It's amazing. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Vanilla Pigment from MAC. It's definitely more of a beige undertone, but it has that pretty gold sparkle, and I hope you guys can see it in this swatch I have here. It's just awesome. And that's what it looks like there. Alright, and the last 2 products that I'm going to show you are the 2 gel liners that I ended up picking out. And I've never tried any of the Makeup Geek gel liners. I'm not a huge fan of gel liners, but I wanted to give them a try and see how they performed. And I actually like to use gel liners more on the waterlines than actually use them as eyeliners. I'd rather use a liquid eyeliner. So today I have this one on my waterline, and I set it with Moondust eyeshadow from Makeup Geek because it's basically the same thing. And this one is called Rave. And it's just a very pretty, kind of more silvery taupey color. It definitely has like a grayish green undertone to it. I actually really, really like it. So like I said, this one is on my waterline right now, and it just kind of gives a more smoky look to the lower waterline, and I just think that it's very pretty. And honestly, this has stayed very well on the waterline. It hasn't collected on the inner corner at all, and it hasn't budged. Once I set it with the Moondust eyeshadow, it has stayed for hours, and I just think that it's absolutely amazing. It's very, very pretty. And the second one that I have is called Amethyst. And this one is just a very vibrant purple. And I'm very excited to use this one, and I think both of these would be awesome as bases as well. So that's what Amethyst looks like. So it has kind of like a pinkier undertone to it. It's more of like a pinky tone purple, but this is it here. It's very bright, but it's not kind of too in your face. Alright guys, so I really hope that you found this video to be helpful. I really wanted to show you kind of some comparisons and all of the swatches of everything that I got, just in case you guys wanted to check out any of the products. Again, I will have Makeup Geek listed down below, as well as the blog post showing you up-close swatches of everything that I received, so that you guys can really kind of see the different dimensions of the colors and pick out ones that you would really like for yourselves. Alright, so as always, please make sure to check out all my social media networks. They are always linked down below. I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I also wanted to mention too, this is another Makeup Geek tutorial, and I just filmed it, so it will either be up before or after this video. I haven't decided yet, but I will link it down below, as well as the other Makeup Geek tutorial that I recently did that features some of these products as well. Alright guys, I will talk to you all soon. Bye.